Open House brought to you by Hanson Real Estate Group.
Your hometown location is 102.3 WHTL, Whitehall, Wisconsin.
It's time for the open house on WHTL.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent?
You're joking, right? I don't joke about real estate.
With the Hanson Real Estate Group.
I never understood why people are so afraid to eat at an open house.
I know.
The open house starts right now.
Wednesday, that means it's open house here on 102.3 WHTL with Hanson Real Estate Group. And I'm being joined by Jacob Lallemont. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning, Mark. How are you today?
Not too bad. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well,
And it's a little nice fall day out there in the heartland right now. And we'll take 50s as long as we can get it.
Absolutely, yeah. That colder weather's right around the corner, so we'll take this while it lasts.
Now, you're leaving town tomorrow morning, you said.
I am, yep. Heading to South Dakota for a pheasant hunt with some family there, so looking forward to it.
Good for you. That'll be a great time. Hopefully you get your limit, and hopefully the pheasants cooperate. I bet they will.
I hope so.
It's a great place to hunt pheasants out there. It really is. So,
yes, it is.
Now today you want to talk about how to use real estate as an investment tool, and I think a lot of people think about that and go, maybe I should get a rental, but they're not quite sure what the upside is or what the downside is. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt, Mark. Real estate's a great investment tool, especially for long-term investing. According to Realtor.com, if you can hold a property for 10 years, the average return is over 57%. So if you can find a property that works and cash flows that way, you can really find yourself into some good returns long-term.
There aren't many places where you can invest and get a 57% return over 10 years. That is definitely a good investment. And now, does that apply to land as well as homes, or is that more with homes opposed to land?
Yeah, without question, it works for both. I mean, if you can afford to hold a property long term, I mean, historically, you can see the median house price or the median land price raise over time. So if you can afford to hold on to that property, you'll see some long-term returns on it. Maybe a good way to look at that is if you're a homeowner and you've owned your home over, say, 10, 15 years, look at the difference in price of what you paid for it to what it's worth today. You've got a good investment there. Rental property or real estate investment properties can be the same kind of a thing if you're willing to hang on to them for a while. Yeah, without question, whether it's just your home or a property that you invested in, if you can hold on to it for a while there, you will see some good returns.
What kind of properties can be investment properties? I'm sure people are wondering about that.
Yeah, so essentially any property really, a commercial building or an apartment complex, a farm with tillable acreage is a great example, or even a home, anything where you can produce some income from it. It's essentially like getting paid a dividend from a stock, where you get paid to own it while you wait for that long-term return.
Now, one thing that people might ask often is, I have a property that I own. It's paying me rent. But I want to expand, but I don't have the cash. Can they use that as an asset for investing?
Yeah, without question. So whether you, say, bought a fixer-upper and created value that way, or you've just had this property for a while, you have what's called equity, which essentially, is the difference between what it's worth now today and what you owe on it. And you can borrow against that equity to purchase other properties, which allows you to expand even if you don't necessarily have the cash available.
Oh, okay. So just like a home equity loan, if you want to fix up your house, it's kind of the same principle, but you're using the value that you've accrued in that home for another investment instead.
Right, exactly. Very similar concept. Yep.
Okay. Now, if you want to get started in investing, okay, what should people look for?
Yeah, whether, this is your first property or your 10th one, the biggest thing is cash flow, which is, the rents you can expect from the property minus your expenses, including your mortgage, insurance, and so on. If the property cash flows, you don't have to keep putting money into it to own it. If it can pay for itself, you can see that long-term gain without having to keep investing money into it every month.
Mm-hmm. One thing I've noticed that a lot of people do, more in cities maybe, or a little bigger communities, but oftentimes they'll buy a duplex, let's say, and they'll live in one half and they'll use the other half as a rental to basically help them to basically pay the mortgage on their home.
Yeah, that's an absolutely great idea, especially if you're looking to get started. Maybe you've been renting yourself and you want to own something. Having that extra unit or the other side of that duplex to help pay that mortgage for you is a great way to find an affordable home.
One thing to keep in mind, though, and that's whenever you're a real landlord, you have renters, and that means that you've got to be ready for unexpected expenses too. So I mean, the upside is that you're making money. On the downside, though, it may cost you a little bit of money too.
Yeah, certainly. You got to save and prepare for that. Water heaters will go out or whatever else, and there is challenges with being a landlord. But obviously, from the financial side, the overall benefit is positive. But it will require some work. I mean, nothing's easy, right?
Nope, nothing is easy. Anything worthwhile takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. So, and if you're looking to do investing, whether it be in land or rentals, definitely contact the pros at Hanson Realty Group. They can help you with any issues that you may have, or certainly any questions that you have. I would imagine you work with people on an ongoing basis in regard to trying to expand rental properties.
Yeah, without question. We've got a few guys that are in that business and want to keep expanding, and they definitely contact us to see what we have available, and we kind of understand how that all works, and we try and help people out the best we can that way.
So if you're a first-time investor into a real estate long-term thing, don't be afraid to contact them. Looks like you've got some neat properties that you want to talk about today.
Yes, we do, Mark. Yes, we've got some amazing properties on the market right now. The first one we got here on North Creek Road in Arcadia. So we've got an open house coming up Friday, November 15th here from 10 to 2. It's beautiful property out in the country, close to Arcadia, 30 by 52 shop sitting on 2.7 acres. If you're looking to build or you just want some storage space, I mean, this property is a must-see. It's got spray foam insulation, in-floor heat. I mean, it's a really, really hard-to-find building available for bidding right now, and the bidding ends Tuesday, November 19th at 6. So if you want to come see it, give us a call and let's check it out.
And that open house will be a week from this Friday. And, I'm looking at it, and you said, if you want to build a home, it looks like 2.7 acres. You've got plenty of room. And, boy, that building would be ideal if you had outdoor vehicles, or maybe a big camper with that big garage that, like a big mobile home that you wanted to park. That'd be a great place for it right there.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a beautiful shop. I mean, just well built, well maintained. It's, if you need some storage space and want to build next to it, it'd be a perfect spot.
Now, this is an auction only?
That's correct. Yep.
And when does the auction end?
Ends November 19th at 6 p.m.
All right. So if you want to check it out, you better go see it a week from Friday. It'll be an open house. Now, the other one that you got to talk about next, I know, is in Arcadia, right there on Main Street. And this is a neat building, and we know the people quite well who had it. And, in fact, we were there for their grand opening on their new building. And this is a great location if you're looking for business property.
Yeah, without question. So, yeah, the former Edge Graphics building here, you've got over 7,000 square feet of space, so you can fit a variety of businesses, whether you're in sales or manufacturing or whatever it may be. I mean, this building is really flexible. All that on top, you'll also get a 2-bed, 1-bath rental property. You can either rent it out for additional income, or you can live right next to work. So this property could fit a variety of businesses, and is definitely a must-see if you're a business owner.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't realize that it had a rental property or a living property right on the grounds. I didn't know that. So, now is this an auction only as well?
Nope, this one's conventionally listed, so just give me a call and we can check it out and start negotiating from there. I mean, like I said, if you're a business owner, this is a must-see.
It is a great location, and it's right there, very convenient. It's not far from, as it says, Quick Trip. It's right next to the golf course. It's a really neat location, easy access right off of Main Street, and the building is a beautiful building.
Yes,
Got
it
a nice
is.
office and everything.
Yeah, beautiful building, great location, so you can get great exposure for your business no matter what you do. This is a building that you should check out.
Absolutely. Make sure you do. And if you're looking for that type of property, give Jacob a call, and he'll be more than happy to get you squared away and at least see that building before it goes. It's going to sell quickly, I think. I really do.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if anyone's looking, it's here today, so come check it out.
Now, the last thing you want to talk about is this looks like a beautiful residential that you've got listed.
Yeah, without question. If you're looking for a country home outside of Arcadia, this is the one you're looking for. It's, 3-bed, 2-bath, sitting on 1.39 acres. It has a large 2-car detached garage, plenty of storage room. It's got a little either she shed or workshop area in the garage. It's just got a lot of neat features. Definitely hard to find if you're looking for a country home, and where it's located is minutes to Arcadia. So not a long commute to enjoy that country living, and at only $340,000, this one won't last long.
Ben Slobby Lane, now for people who aren't familiar with Arcadia, where would that be exactly?
Yeah, so if you go off Rainy Valley off County Road A there, you kind of wind your way back there, and Ben Slobby Lane will be right off Rainy Valley. So, you're talking just 5, maybe 10 minutes outside of town.
Country living right next to town.
You bet.
And that's a conventional listing as well, or is that an auction?
Yeah, so another conventional listing. So yeah, just give myself or Jamie a call anytime, and we can go show it to you and go from there.
Some neat properties. And don't forget, if you're looking for investment properties or investing as a tool for real estate or a home or whatever that may be both, give the pros at Hanson Realty Group a call. They can definitely help you out with that. Jacob, if people want to contact you, what's your phone number and the easiest way to do it?
You bet. So just give me a call or text anytime at 608-863-3928. I'm here to help.
And you can find his email right on their website as well, hregroup.com. Jacob, thanks.
You bet. Thank you for having me on, Mark.
Always good to see you. Have a great time out in South Dakota.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bring back some pheasant. Jacob Lallemont with Hanson Realty Group with Open House here on WHTL. Good job.